You know, given what I do, I have to read a lot of financial books. I don't mind that. Some are a little bit more of a test than others, but one of the best I've read in years, and I had him on Fox News not too long ago, you know Dan Geltrude, but the Positive Financial Karma author steps back and with very common sense insights, points to ways we can get around so-called complex problems. First of all, by just practicing good karma. He joins me now. Dan, I'm thinking of all the worries we have, right? We can't get this debt under control. We can't get spending under control. Can't trust the North Koreans. We can't get anything done. We've got spending running amok, and no one really focuses on it. You take it a step at a time. You say that for every good action we take, there'll be a good follow-up action, right? Explain.
So karma, by definition, means action. So if we have the right intent, Neil, and then we take that to an action, we're going to get a positive result. And that's what the book is about. We see a lot of doom and gloom, as all you have to do is watch the news and we see it. And I'm saying, hold on a second. We can reverse this simply by reversing our intentions and then putting some things into action. And I really believe a lot of our problems, the core, come from our government and the people that represent us, or really don't represent us. They represent themselves, and that's the problem that we have.
I feel you were speaking to me when you mentioned about diets and all. It's got to be, you know, less food, more movement, all of that. I get that. But I think we make it overly complicated, right? Everyone looks at the $22 trillion debt, for example, and says, well, it can't be done. It's so overwhelming. Let's begin with just trying to slow the growth. You know, that's what Paul Ryan was trying to do many years ago, reining in Medicare, but no one would go along with him. So how do we get good karma on that front?
So what you're making reference to is I start off the book by talking about we could make things simple. If you want to lose weight, it's eat less, move more. We know we're going to get the right result if we implement that. Spend less, save more. So if we simply start to focus in on government cannot sustain this extraordinary spending beyond what we bring in. And none of us can operate that way.
You apply that to both parties?
Yes, I do. Yes, listen, the rate we're at right now, putting on $1 trillion a year of more debt is no different than what Barack Obama was doing year after year. And he was criticized, rightly so. But President Trump, in spite of, you know, a lot of good economic accomplishments he's had, look at that debt inching up the same way as Barack Obama. So we are not making progress on that front, and that goes back to...
And we're not learning, right?
No.
We're actually doubling down.
We're doubling down because politicians don't want to make the tough decisions. Why, Neil? They're engaged in what's called re-electionism. So let's keep handing out the candy. Let's not worry about the debt. Let's just make sure I get reelected because that is what's in the best interest of the people. That's how politicians think, and it's not. We need term limits.
And you think that removes the sort of, you know, control that few politicians have, right?
Yes, I do. I really think there is no reason, Neil, why somebody should be serving in government for 30 or 40 years in the same position. There's no reason. You serve a specific term, you do the right things, not just get reelected, and then you move on to something else. If you're in the House, run for Senate, run for president, but you can't stay there forever. And I really believe we create a lot of negative karma.
There are term limits, the voters at every election, but the guy who's on the inside, and the longer he or she is on the inside, has a distinct advantage.
Absolutely. And you want to know something, Neil? Look how it works. So many governors are subject to term limits, yet their legislatures are not. Look at Congress. They put a limit on the president, but not on themselves. That needs to change.
So let me get this. Eat less, move more.
Yeah, it's very simple.
10,000 steps, is that per day?